Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play some more Your Boyfriend. This time we're going for one of the more abusive routes, which I don't feel comfortable doing this one, but I did promise myself that I would do most if not all of the routes this time around, so let's begin. Enter your name. I'll just do YN this time because I'm kind of lazy right now. Welcome, YN. You two have fun. I don't know if any of us are gonna have fun in this one. My life has been chaotic. My family broke out into another fifth drama. So I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job. But even that has become unbearable. Working at a local greasy spoon diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to being able to afford an apartment. Now my roommate is always bringing some drop out into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and top of it all, the rent is late. I heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. Nope. In my case, my friendship was staying with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job would drive me to early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. Well, not for long. This part of the park is particular is my favorite because it's untouched by obnoxious family members or college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundkeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Close my eyes, rub my face, and breathe out the tension from my body so that I could enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper. Sorry, Peter, I'm gonna...
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Sorry, Peter, I'm gonna regret doing this route for you. Then I'm gonna do it on the nicer routes for you. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't ya? Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him, like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It's just kind of odd for you to sit here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. Peter, it makes it easier for you to kidnap me. Come on. Think about it. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? No. But, or not saying either in this time. We're going for abusive route. The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me. Crossing his fingers in between his legs, he smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of those old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty tense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching.
Look, I know this is sudden, very sudden, but may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Yes. In actual Piper, yes. I think I had to do that too anyway in this one. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he's weird. This sounds awkward to me. I can't tell if he's just being socially awkward or eccentric. I think he's being sweet, and then the second, we're gonna be mean to him. Well, why? I don't feel comfortable being mean to him. Why is he interested in me of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Yes, Peter. No, this time it's gonna be mean, I'm sorry. My boyfriend? Why would he assume we're in a relationship? The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. Dinner sounds nice. I have to do that again. I guess. It's not like I'm doing anything anyways, and it would be a nice break from the Tony. God knows I could stand to forget my problems for a few hours. This guy seems interesting enough to keep my mind off things. Aw, I just can't be mean to him. I think he's just so adorable. Really? That's great. He beams, holding my hand in his own, but I promised myself that I would do these. I'll see you tonight at 7. Standing up from the bench, he pauses, realizing something. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a place to meet up, sorry. I know that sounds absent-minded, but I'm just so excited. How about the old diner over there downtown? It's nice, quiet, so no one will disturb us. The diner downtown? Which one? You know, the one you work at. Oh, okay. Great, see you tonight. And just like that, he hurries off with a skip in his step, as though he just won the lottery, which he did. Actually, no, he lost the lottery. At least in this case, he did. I watch as he disappears down a path that bends around the shallow hill. Because we're gonna do what people refer to as the teeth route, and it's gonna be a nightmare for him. And I feel for him. The park is quiet again. The serene loneliness gang is setting in once more. Songbirds singing in a nearby tree. I sit there for a while, replaying the strange encounter in my head. I suppose that I should be flattered that he took such a liking to me. However unusual it seemed, it's nothing like I've seen in the movies or television. But then again, if I were a Hollywood attractive, maybe it would be so normal that it would be almost annoying. Well, we don't know that. Actually, this case, probably, but no. I feel my cheeks flush as I reflect on him saying, "Can I have the pleasure?" I think it's sweet. A shy smile creeps from the corners of my mouth. He must be as new to this as I am. What a shy, awkward guy. The birds stop singing as I feel a knot grow in the pit of my stomach. How did he know where I work? It's like, well, because he stalks us, but... 7 p.m. I show up at the diner, feeling rather unusual about meeting someone at the place that I work at for a completely spontaneous dinner date, and with a complete stranger who somehow knew that I worked here. Weird. The diner isn't very busy tonight, which is unsurprising. Even though I work here, the diner isn't my first choice for dinner. Maybe he was another customer that I've never paid attention to. While I work, I let my mind drift, and after a while, I go on autopilot. I don't really pay that much attention to names and faces, even if they are regulars. Maybe he was one of those regulars building up his courage to ask me out every day, but eventually losing his nerve. It's kind of cute, thought though. I consider if it's wise to encourage him. Sorry, I had to make it a little louder. Taking my seat, I wait, checking the old-fashioned neon light clock that hangs over the juice box. Juice box. Junk box. I keep going in juice box. The music dot box thingy. I notice he's 5 minutes late. I might as well buy myself a milkshake in the meantime. The waitress on the diner the tonight shift is surprised to see me here on my day off. I imagine she will tell me job loyalty is one thing, but the food here isn't worth writing home about. After serving this stuff for a few months now, I agree with her. It's like, I'll be fine. At least the milkshakes are good. They are really old-fashioned kind, made with real cream and ingredients, unlike the powdered mix and flavored syrups at the fast food places. The waitress must have been less busy than I assumed, because she brought my shake to me only a few minutes later. I pull the spoon from the vintage glass and lick it clean. So good. I stir the shake a little before I take a sip. A man rushes through the diner's front door, like he ran the whole way here with something tucked carefully under his arm. I immediately recognize his sleeveless hoodie and blue shirt. He quickly scans the diner in panic. He probably thought I already left. I wave him over and the leaf spreads across his face. Winded, he hurries down the rows of booths and sits across from me. You're late. I don't want to be mean to you. Sorry, Peter. I know. I'm sorry. I have to make a quick stop. As he speaks to me in between breaths, I try a place where he might have been before coming here. And me, I'd be pulling out my inhaler. Hear him having trouble breathing, I'd be pulling that out. The stranger pulls out the long white box that he was carrying, placing it on the table and sliding it over to me. Here, I brought this for you. Think about earlier today in the park. It might have been a little creepy to ask you for a date on the spot. I thought I might get you a little something as a way of apologizing. If it's awkward for you, of course. If it was awkward for you, of course. He got something for me? Really? It better not be a severed ear or fingers or something. I don't want to be mean to him, but I have to make it sound a little bit meaner. Opening the box, I see 2 long stem roses with deep red petals. The thorns were removed, and they're bounded by a shimmering black ribbon. Thank you, Peter. I had to say, roses, seriously? Sorry, Peter. I am sorry. Jeez, thanks. The creepy black ribbon makes me wonder if there are a card attached that reads, "To my future murder-suicide." Sorry, Peter. I am sorry. I'm not at all thrilled with the gift, and I place it casually at the table in front of him. His face drops as he reaches to take them back. Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't like them, I can head out and get you something else. What do you like? Daisies, sunflowers, lilies? Oh, Peter. I fold my arms, annoyed with how pathetic he is. You're not pathetic, Peter. Okay, you're on there and you would kill people, but you're not pathetic. I sound more pathetic. As in how I'm written. Come on, show me. You show up late, bring me some roses that look like they come from a funeral home, and I had to buy myself a milkshake while waiting for you. I sound like a Karen. Do you think... I would like this, had to joke about it, because I don't like being mean to him. Do you think some cachet roses are going to make up for this? His shoulders fall, holding the roses close to his chest. He mutters awkwardly. I'm sorry. I'll pay for the milkshake. How did you know I work here anyways? I stir my milkshake and wait as he fumbles out his explanation. Oh, I walk here often, almost every day, in fact. I catch little glimpses of you from the window whenever you're working, so that's how I know. Aw. I mean, I try coming in to see you, but I lose my courage every time. Oh, that's not creepy or anything. Oh, it is a little creepy, but you're right. You're so sweet. You know, you're a complete psycho. He sinks down more into his seat. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. I'll take you out to a nicer place next time, and I'll be more punctual too, I promise. He crunches the roses to his chest, as if in a prayer, figuring out how to get on my good side. I reached for my milkshake, more interested in food than talking to him. I could use him for another free meal at a nicer place. The idea is appealing as I reflect on the empty fridge at home, filled with nothing but ice trays and sauce packets from cheap takeout. No, I'll be nice to him and you can get the same thing. Keeping the idiot in suspense, I take a sip of my delicious shake. I like the nicer route better. With a satisfied sigh, I lean back and look at the warm in front of me. Aw. Alright, I suppose I could give you a second chance. His posture immediately straightens. Really? You mean it? We're going for a nicer route next time. Oh, maybe to just do the same route from like last time, but it's someone else he kills. But you had better be on time and bring chocolates. Yeah, this can be chocolates, but I not want to be mean. I point to a napkin dispenser on the table. Write your number, and I might call you when I got some spare time. Yes, of course. He gets a pen from his pocket and quickly writes down his number on the paper before handing it to me. I'll do my best. Much better than next time. Taking this napkin, I look at the number and notice there is no name on it. Are you trying to be anonymous or something? I tap my finger where a name should be. My name is a joke, you know. To be honest, I would prefer to go by whatever you prefer to call me. He frowns in disgust. What? You hate your name that much? He nods before looking back at me, squeezing the pen in his hand. You could call me that for all I care. That's what I deserve for such a terrible evening. He did have a point. Okay, how about... Because I'm not gonna be mean and call him that. It's gonna be YB. Still. How about YB? He seemed pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better. Honestly, thank you. He writes it down on the fragile bit of paper before handing it back to me. I roll my eyes. Just pay for my shake. It's getting dark, and I don't like walking home alone at night. Sorry, Peter. I'm really sorry. I walk by the waitress and tell her that the guy in the sleeveless hoodie is paying for the shake. She could tell I was in one of those moods and just shrugged. I didn't even say goodbye to YB before I left. It was getting cold outside, and I could feel my skin growing goosebumps. Maybe it was the dropping temperature, or the ice cream cooling me from the inside out. I don't know. I glanced back to make sure the weirdo isn't following me. He peers at me through the window, waving at me. I just kept walking. When I get close to the apartment, I look different. I took a different path on the roadside, opposite from my home. It's a paranoid precaution, but better to be safe than sorry. My stomach growls bitterly. Next time, I will make him order me everything on the menu just out of spite. Yeah, I can't be. I literally hate doing this. I have to. Once back in my apartment, I hear my roommate and their study partner doing something other than studying. Walking by the room, I pound on their door. Other people are trying to live here, you know. I'm definitely editing my voice out a little bit. Flopping into my bed, I face down and lumps out. I let out a long, miserable groan. I take a moment to rest before rolling over onto my back to stare at the ceiling. I look at the sloppy handwriting he left on the napkin. Scoffing, I toss it to the floor. His handwriting's probably better than mine. Meh. I'm not even going to bother with him right now. I have too much to deal with at work tomorrow. Too tired to even get undressed, I roll over and drift to sleep. There he is. Okay, so I have 4 days to do it, so okay, on to day 2. So, Ryan, did you have a nice time with YB? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Darn. I roll over my bed for a moment. Every inch of my body is beginning to wake up, but I don't want to. I feel so sleep deprived. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. That's weird. I got 9 p.m. 9:20, 1:12, 9:12 a.m. Oh God, I'm late for work. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Hey, Lucy. Yeah, no thanks to you, Lucy. I'm sorry, I had to be mean. I broke out as I snatched my keys from the counter, glaring over towards my roommate, who had the nerve to look confused. Like, what pissed my Cheerios? Yeah, I have no idea. Why didn't you wake me up? My deadbeat of a roommate tensed up a little, looking both offended and startled with my sudden outburst. Good. Dude, I heard you running around earlier. Don't pin your lazy bum on me. She tries to explain, not letting her excuses have any effect. That bum. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. No, I wasn't running around earlier. I just barely woke up. You know I have work at 7, and you let me sleep until 9? What kind of crap were you on, you and your boy toy playing, up to last night, Lucy? My roommate instantly takes offense to this, flashing me the most glorious of birds before storming off into their room. You know what? Screw you. I'm going home. I am not your quick keeper, and you're not my dad. And I told you not.
I told you not to call me Lucy.
Sorry, Lucy. I literally don't mean to be mean. Once my roommate slams her door shut, I simply scoffed and made my way out the door. With any luck, she'll be gone when I get back. Maybe I can find a new, more terrible roommate then. I hustle down the stairs and out of the apartment building, but after running into Lucy, I slow my pace. I don't like that job anyway. If I get fired, fine. This day is already crappy, so why not just pile it on? It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my being late. I saunter through the front doors of the diner, walk into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seemed to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling into the to tie the apron on, I go to the time clock and don't waste any time digging for my time card to punch in. If I'm going to get fired today, I might as well milk it for every minute I'm here. Wait. According to this, I'm already clocked in. Who could have? Best boy, TK. My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from my table.
There you are. Where have you been? I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
Aw, thank you, TK. TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm clock didn't go off, but the truth is, all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. He's like, yeah, did you look? You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? Just don't make them. Just be careful how they drive. I try not to raise my voice to the point that the fiber chomping boomers outside did not hear me. A tour bus came along. That's what happened. Now stop asking questions. Start waiting tables. TK hands me a square notepad and a pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas were everywhere with something up their butts. It's like, okay. There are the Karens and the grandpas together. Because we mean Kevin's instead. Or, I don't know what that actually is. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way, or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more who follow it suit. Why? I would want a T-bone for breakfast. Oh, that sounds awesome. Such a hassle. Why couldn't the elderly be more like my grandparents, pleasant and polite, the last of the great generation, not these entitled boomers? Well, I'm gonna say it. My grandparents are definitely were my grandmothers, because sadly, my grandfathers have passed away. One was pleasant and polite. I missed him. Another one I never met. Definitely not pleasant and polite, though. One will talk about you behind your back type thing. About her kids. Aunt tells you my mom one thing, my mom will tell my aunt the other thing, because she tells us something about the other person, and it's like a high school to her. She peaked in high school type thing. Eventually, the crowd starts dying down. Most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that don't mind their business, or are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a loud sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having someone hurl their eggs at me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your shift for an hour. Touché. Darn it, they have a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, try to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Oh yeah, we're gonna see Peter. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gone, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes from the booth to my right. Hi there, stranger. Oh hey, I had to do oh hey. Oh hey. Upon hearing me say this, he withdraws a little, shyly looking down at the table in front of him. I just thought I might visit you at work to make the day a little easier for you. Aw, Peter. Yeah, well, not just now isn't a good time. I had a crappy morning and I just can't. I know, but you could use a break, right? I'm sure your friend wouldn't mind. Look, I'm too busy now, okay? One again, he looked away and shook his head. Aw. I'll get going, sorry. Sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. I watch as he gets up from the booth and makes his way out of the diner, not even making eye contact or saying a word as he leaves. Heading back into the kitchen area, I noticed that TK was looking at me with an intrigued look in his face. What was that? What was up with that guy? Your table service that bad? Nah, it was someone who's been pestering me to go out with him. I'm just a little too frustrated to deal with him right now. I noticed a slight shift in their expression that they tried to cover up. Oh, he's happy. I think, TK, this version of me, Yeah, run away far away. I'm kind of known that they had a thing for me for a while. They're probably wondering whether or not I'll give in to YB's advances. After a moment of silence, I tug my apron and hang it up. What are you doing? I'm going to take my break. Digging around my pocket and pulling out a $5 bill. Any chance you could dish me up some lunch? Seriously? I serve customers, YN, not my coworkers. Yeah, and I'm paying, therefore I'm a customer. Rolling their eyes, TK takes the money from my hand and tugs it away in their apron pocket. Fair point, but don't expect me to keep serving you during your workday. He said that last time. I say with a smug look on my face. TK chuckles to themselves. Just take a seat. I'll see what I can whip up for you. And it's good to finally get off my feet. These shoes are not working for me. Just then, TK shows up, placing a sandwich in a small bowl of today's soup special and a drink in front of me before taking a seat. Aw. Thank you, TK. Hey now, I didn't order this much. I complain, though I'm not really against the extra servings. I know, but I figured I'll get you a little something extra anyways. You're sweetheart. Yeah, thanks, I guess. I have to say that. I'm like, I wish I could say I split it, but... Yeah, thanks, I guess. And push the soup to the side. I'll just get the to-go bowl for this. You're welcome, I guess. I'm sorry, TK. TK implies and equally as sarcastic as mine. They stand up from their seat. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. Taekwon's also saving your butt, TK, for being rude. If you need anything else, you can get it yourself. They say with a teasing smirk, hinting that they're not likely going to be doing me any more favors today. Oh, what a day. First Sunday, it's freaking busy. Here I was hoping to get a laid-back day. I can't wait to get home and just kneel over. Each step is just as agonizing as the last, and the pounding headache certainly isn't helping me. Maybe I'm irritated or just self-aware of my surroundings, but I swear it feels like someone's eyes are on me. Well, I'm pretty sure they are. He's following me home. Oh, home sweet home. I'm surprised my feet didn't fall off while making my way here. Reaching into my pocket, I pull out my keys, knowing full well that Lucy always locks up each time I leave. I don't see why, though. There you are. Jesus, what the heck? You can't sneak up on me like that. The old man unapologetically crosses his arm as he continues. Why would you be surprised?
Today's the deadline for the other half of your rent.
Oh, sorry, Don. Judging by his expression, he's having an exhausting day too. Fine. I'll talk to Lucy about it again. I mumble as I finally find the keys to the door and try to get inside to avoid another lecture. Actually, I prefer it if I came inside to talk to her about it right now. It wasn't a request. Alright, come on in. There goes my patient, peace and quiet. Opening the door, I allow the landlord to come in first. He's already scanning the area of our living room, probably to look for any damage or mess that he could charge us extra for. There's an unsettling silence between the both of us as he continues to look around the place.
She's not here, is she?
I don't know. I guess not. Lucy's naturally loud, and when she's not, she's smoking things in here that would get us kicked out in a heartbeat. Which, yeah, that's the one key reason why if I have to choose, for most part, go back to another romantic route. Next time, her butt's gonna be dead compared to anyone else. Sorry. Thankfully, we normally blame it on the scented candles. Yeah, I don't think a scented candles could mask a certain things you smoke. The older man groans and pinches the bridge of his nose. I can't keep doing this. You certainly can't keep up their end of the rent. Listen, you're clearly the more responsible one. She's broken her agreement one too many times. She has to go. Fine, I never liked her anyway. That's what I have to say. I'm sorry to everyone. Fine, I never liked her anyway. I agree. Setting my stuff on the table. The landlord simply nods before he starts to make his way towards the door. You do realize that you'll need to go on a hunt for a roommate, right? Oh crap, he's right. Bite my lip, I give him a nod. Think about the solution to my problem. I know, it won't be a problem. As a matter of fact, I think I already have someone in mind. Oh? Well, look at you, already at the top of things. His tone and voice is anything but impressed, with me being willing to replace my roommate. Anyway, when Lucy gets back, have her come into my office and we'll start the termination of her contract. I don't like doing this, but I mean, this is the route. He doesn't wait for me to for my reply as he walks out the door, closing it behind him. After a moment of pondering, I pull out my phone as I walk into the bedroom to make a call. Picking up the scrap of paper off the floor, I look over the number YB had written down. Might as well call him. With a pushover like him, I'm sure he'll take care of most things around here, rather than bleeding me dry. Besides, I'm sure he'll jump on my offer in a heartbeat. Definitely jumping the offer in a heartbeat in the nice playthrough. It's in the house. What the heck? Okay, what the heck was that all about? Lucy? Lucy, are you home? The landlord needs to have a word with you regarding your agreement to this place. Just go back to your room. What? What happened? My head. Dear God. Who did this? What's going on? Who's there? I can't see a thing. I feel a hand running down my back, as though to smooth me with long soft pets. I feel warm breath in my ear.
Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
Is that White Bee's voice? I tried to roll over to get a better look at the butthole in my home, but everything's too dark. Only a black silhouette appears before me. What? Day 3. Ah! What? I'm in back of my room. My head is pounding. What happened last night? Oh God, what happened? I wasn't alone. Oh God, that's right, I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me, his voice was just like... What the heck? Why did he do that? That butthole a butthole son of a... Who could that be? If it's YB, I got an earful to give him. One part of me hopes it's YB. I don't know if I'll give him a black eye or just strangle him. I'm coming, Jesus. Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look up through the peephole. Oh. Sorry about that, I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? No, just not eager to get visitors. The landlord doesn't seem to acknowledge my answer as he crosses his arm and it continues. I had a word with Lucy about the termination of her contract. She didn't take it well. Yeah, I can imagine. The landlord seems a little uneasy as he continues. She tried to convince me to at least keep her for another week, saying that she recently got a job somewhere and will pay you back for all the times you covered her. Wait, she did? Yeah. Anyway, long story short, she'll be by later today to start packing her things. So I suggest you make yourself busy. She's pretty ticked about all this. Well, she should have gotten this job sooner instead of bumming off me for 3 months straight. Getting a job these days is harder than it used to be, kid. Anyway, if she needs some boxes, have her come by my office. I think I got a few to spare. Great, will do. That's what I'm supposed to say. Great, will do. I'm mother. Well, I need to shower and get ready for work. Saying this, I slowly start to close the door, hinting to my landlord that this conversation is over. One last thing. He interrupts as he places his hand on the door, preventing me from closing it any further. Do you happen to have a third person living here that I should know about? What are you talking about? No, but I do happen to not have a desire to be late for work again. Careful, kid. He sneered behind the clenched teeth. Is he hearing about Peter sneaking in? I can just as easily kick you out too. I don't want to go in at all today. Thinking I'll take my time getting dressed, maybe a long shower. Okay, he still killed someone. Well, what happened here? I asked myself, noticing a small crowd of people surrounding the area. Does this mean I'm getting the day off today? That's swell.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Peter. Oh God, you had me worried sick. Are you right? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear to God, we'll need to have a talk. I say in a firm tone. A talk? He asked with confusion. Why? What happened? What did I do? You know damn well what you did. I say, tugging on his shirt and guiding YB across the street and near the alley, finally letting go and glaring at him. Oh, we'll have to do the coffee route again too. You knocked me out last night. Why? YB looked surprised with this, not knowing how to respond at first as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Sorry, Peter. Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back at my place after you went back to work yesterday. Swear on my mother's grave. If she were dead, sure, would be nice if she was. Okay, after you went back. So it's still written as he took me out to out instead because I didn't go back to work. I stayed at work. I crossed my arms, showing that I'm not buying this bull excuse. You twat. You knocked me out. The whole place went black, and I'm not happy about it. YB doesn't attempt to lie any further as his shoulders slouch, eyes to the ground. Sorry, I didn't want you to freak out that I was there, so I panicked. And you just so happened to carry a chloroform with you when you came over. Chloroform? He knocked me out harder than the chloroform. Yes. He didn't use chloroform this time. He knocked me out. Jesus, what's wrong with you? That's what I'm supposed to say. Jesus, what's wrong with you? You're what's wrong with me. You're the one that keeps me awake at night. You're the one who is always on my mind, the one that makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you. You want to know the truth? I'm mad. Mad to the point that I'll caress your skin while you sleep each night. When needing to feel you. Grinding you is not enough anymore. What? What? What, Peter? What are you talking about? Oh, YN, don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. No, truth matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things from you. Peter, in this version, we're not dating yet. Oh. YB steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind him. Behind me. I love you. I loved you the moment I saw you at the diner. I want nothing more to storm in. Show you who belongs, but that's not the proper way. So, I had to follow you instead. Study your pattern, memorize your schedule, practice what to say to you. Finally alone and not working, the park was a perfect place, perfect to finally approach you. YB smirks as he leans closer, a dark glint in his eyes as he cups his cheeks in his hands. You're upset with me now for last night. Sure, but you and I will make this work now. No more hiding, no more secrets, just us. Saying this, YB parts his lips a little, and a long and glistening tongue snakes out from his vein-filled maw.
God, I could you against this wall right now.
You're insane! You're insane! YB smiles. I am. It's because of you. You make me this way, and I'll kill in your name if I need be. He purrs. I'll do it all for you, darling. He kisses my forehead, and I feel sick. I want someone to devote to me, but I want someone devoted to me. But this is crazy. He'll kill for me? Ah, yours is so sweet. What do you mean by that exactly? YB doesn't clarify as he takes my hand into his, intertwining his fingers along with mine as he nips at my ear. I'll be over later tonight, dear. He leaves, and I feel alone I'm left alone to ponder his words. I had to be careful around him. I didn't doubt what he said, and if he's willing to kill me or anyone else, could be at risk. He's dangerous. My phone vibrates in my pocket. I shake my shaky hands, pull it out, and see it's TK. I take a quick breath and attempt to compose myself and answer. Hi, what's going on? Like, with TK's arrive, I try to steal my voice, but TK knows my tone. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. What's up? No work today. Apparently there was a break-in. Cops are here, but not giving me much info. I'm frustrated and unnerved by TK's testimony. All the effort getting ready for nothing. Is that it? How long are we gonna be out of work? I snap at my coworker. Until the cops finish their work, I guess. What's wrong, YN? Do you need... I don't need anything, thank you. You've done enough. And we saved you. I think we saved everyone. Stupid diner. Stupid TK. Okay, TK's not stupid. I think we saved him. I think about YB, his words still lingering in my mind. I don't feel safe in the alley. I need to go home. Okay, at least I saved TK, at least. And maybe, Dawn and, Lucy. But at the thing of not having a relationship with them at all and being completely evil to Peter. My head is on a swivel. I make a brisk retreat, track back to the apartment. I feel like I had once again breathed when I finally approached my apartment steps. Hopefully, I get some calm. I open the door, walk in, and toss my keys on the kitchen counter. I look around and see Lucy looking hungover on the sofa. Well, leech. She notices my disgust and gives me a glare. Sorry, Lucy, at least I saved your butt. By being mean, everyone. What? You're the one barging in here and making noise. Well, sorry, you're mashty. I had to go to work today. It comes up beyond your grasp, apparently. Lucy sits up and groans at me. I'm going to my room. It's better be to pack up the rest of your crap. Lucy shoots me a spiteful look, the anger radiating from her eyes. What the heck is your problem? My problem? You're my problem. You darn sponge. Once I get your butt out and get someone who can apparently pay their rent, I'm not having a problem. Lucy is alert now and ticked off. Listen, butthole, you have no idea what the heck I have going on in my life, nor have you ever been even pretend to care. Do you think it's been a vacation having to kiss your butt, do your dishes, pour your coffee, and do your laundry while you parade around with a stick up your butt? How could you just throw me out like I'm nothing to you? You can do my laundry. You have free rent. I'll do rent. There you go. I'd be nice to her. Drop dead in a ditch. I have to say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I had to do. Drop dead in a ditch. I'm the one breaking my back for you. Screw off. With your guilt-tripping bull, we're done. I storm over to my room and slam my bedroom door shut. I could hear Lucy being upset outside, but I don't give a crap. I flop on my mattress, face first, and grab a pillow to put under my chin as I stew. I allowed her to mooch off me for months, and she has the nerve to complain about a free ride? I snarl bitterly. Well, tough. I'll find someone else to move in, and I can actually have a productive roommate this time around. I think about who I can get to replace Lucy. Maybe I could make TK move in instead. They probably won't kick up too much of a fuss. I hear the front door slam hard, rattling the walls. Good. She's gone. I sigh. She'll be back to pick up her crap, I'm sure. Fine by me. I don't want any trace of her hanging around. Man, I don't like doing this. Oh, I lay for a while in silence, enjoying the quiet respite. I'm not in the mood for company. Maybe if I stay quiet, they'll assume no one's here. Oh, for the heck's sake. Lifting up my head, I get up from my feet and storm over to the living room to see who had the nerve to just walk in. I can say, yay, it's Dawn. I don't like being ignored, kid. You just can't just walk into other people's apartments like that. You gave me a heart attack. I could have taken a shower, sir. You had a heart to have. You need a heart to have that. Besides, I own this place. You're just renting this space out. Okay, touche. But I could have been taking a shower. It probably wasn't a good idea to argue with the landlord of all people. Yeah, but I think we're not this very bright this time around. What do you want? I mutter. This is the second time he barred me today. Well, besides the fact that someone recently got murdered in your work, and how Lucy just stormed off the way she did, I figured I might check in and see what the heck is going on with you. Well, I just saved all your butts. By me being mean to everyone. Wait, what? There was no murder. The landlord looked at me with a pinch of confusion, though probably not surprised. I take it you don't like your job enough to pay attention, huh? Nope. Actually, I do care a little bit more. I have to pay attention. I work in food service. What is there to like? Fair enough. But yeah, someone was found in the freezer and was stabbed a few times. They thought it was just a break-in at first, but no such luck. Geez, really? Maybe it was a robbery gone wrong? Nah, doubt it. Nothing was stolen. Well, that's weird. Do you know who it was? No, my kid knows better than to give that information out early. Your kid? Is he a journalist? A police officer. He was the first to show up at this diner this morning. At least, sorry, I'm going to say it. Don, at least it wasn't you. You being his first murder, that he had to investigate. I'm just saying, the one thing about this route is I am thankful that they all live. Wait, didn't YB say something about killing for me? My thoughts trail off as I remember how weirdly YB was acting at the diner. Oh god, you had me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame me on this, I swear to God He always says that. And this is the only time we think about it because we're actually technically smarter than our original romantic part, even though I know he did it the entire time. Oh god, what if it was YB who did it? What's wrong? I think I know who did it. I snap out my thoughts, looking up at my landlord. I'm not sure. I'm just telling him. I think I know who did it. Oh wait, that might actually kill you. Never mind. The landlord frowned a little as he approached me, placing his hand on my shoulder. You want to follow me into my office so we could talk about this? Talk about what? Looking behind the landlord, I see YB sticking his head into the doorway, looking curious about the conversation as he walks in. Oh, sorry, Don, I can't tell you who did it because he's right there. And he might actually kill you, and I'm trying to technically preventing it. Oh, hey, YB. I mutter, trying to force a smile. Is everything alright? He asked, walking up to me and taking my hand. Excuse me, YN and I were talking. I know, and now YN and I are talking. I could see the landlord was starting to get tense, his posture straining as though to look down on YB even more. I don't need these two having a face off right now, especially if my suspicions are true about YB. Could you leave me and my boyfriend alone for a moment? Sorry, that's what I have to say. Could you leave my boyfriend and I for a moment? I asked, taking hold of YB's sleeve and tugging him a little closer to me. The landlord said nothing at first, looking a little taken back. Boyfriend? I didn't know you were dating. It happened just recently. Ian and I are quite the couple. We haven't dated, we had one date this time around, not two. Saying this, he nuzzles his cheeks against the top of my head. Something about the landlord's baby language was unintelligible. An expression I swear I never saw from him before. Fine, I'll leave you both to it, he muttered, turning around and taking his leave. He didn't say another word as he made his way out, not even looking back while doing so. I had a bad feeling about that I shouldn't have nudged him away like that. Anyway, no, it's probably safety. For him, at least. Not me. Or, Peter, for clarity. Rubbing my face with frustration, I make my way over to the sofa, popping myself down and waiting for YB to sit down next to me. So, what did you want to talk about? I didn't say anything at first. The mixture of both annoyance and fear was starting to get to me. Darling, are you alright? Did you do it? Do what? Someone was killed at the diner today. Did you do it? What? Do I look like the kind of guy who would kill someone? Knowing you, yes. Yes, you do, because I know you. Sorry, Peter, but I know you. You did it, you said it yourself this morning, that you would kill for me. Did you kill that person at my work? Yes, I did. I knew it! This man is a psychopath! And he's an adorable psychopath. Laying out a groan, I placed my head in my hands, debating if I should just get up and leave, or hear him out. Well, the better question is to hear me out. What? Trust me, you don't regret this. Saying this, he gets up from the sofa and extends his hand to me. Let's go for a little drive around the block. I'll explain everything to you. Oh god, looks like I don't get a choice in this. Yeah, I actually tried to click, you can't. Waiting parked on the curb is a worn-down looking gray van, its windows darkly tinted. On the side, all it needs is a free candy sign, and it's good to have several people report it. YB opens the van door for me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decent and clean with the cachet collection of scented pine trees in a rearview mirror and an ashtray filled with various change. Buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. That'll be around the corner. Hey, you never said about us going anywhere. You said you explain yourself. YB glances towards me with a dark glow in his eyes. Stupid of you to get in a van with a killer then. Touché. You left me no choice, literally. Oh, he's happy about this stuff. Or technically should be happy about this, Peter. I'll be your nightmare. YB does respond as he starts up the vehicle, not hesitating to lock the doors while pulling out of the streets onto the back roads. I tried to unlock the door, but it didn't budge. Frustrated, I turned my attention over to YB, damn near ready to attack him. I didn't lie about giving you the answer, though. I just needed to make sure we were someplace where no creepy landlord can hear us. Creepy? Creepy? You stalked me? You stalked me, killed someone at my work, and you're now kidnapping me. Those are creepy things right there, Peter. Darling, my love, you don't pay as much attention as Darling, my love, you don't pay as much attention to your surroundings as much as you should. I will admit, the people in your life were close to being a threat, but seeing as how you treated them, it assured me that their hidden intentions would never see light. That's why I kind of saved the butts by being rude to them. Hidden intentions? What the heck were you going on about? Well, first of all, TK wanted to go out on a date with us. Don is just the dad of the group, the dad. In general, this is the dad character. And, Lucy, and then there's Lucy. He clenched the steering wheel a little more, the leather covering underneath his fingers, cracking as his knuckles turned white. I may have been stalking you, and I apologize, but I would notice their disgusting eyes on you as well. I would note the way they would gaze at you as you walked by, your roommate, coworker, landlord. I knew if you showed any kind of interest, I would have to take them out too. But about that rude customer from yesterday, they had it coming the most. Which one? I watched as you struggle with the rush yesterday, mapped the faces of those who yelled at you, threatened you, threw food at you. For the pettiest of reasons, I followed the worst of them. Made sure they were local. He cried cried as I dragged him into the diner, reminding him of how he hurt you. How he didn't even deserve to live on the same lump of dirt as you. Aw, you're so sweet, Peter. YB gives a sinister grin as he thinks back at the night that with absolute pleasure. The fear in his eyes was beautiful. Getting rid of such filth for you is a sensation that I will never grow bored of. I honestly wish you were there to see it, darling. Dear God, I'm trapped in a van with my stalker and a killer. What have I gotten myself into? And you left the murder weapon in the car. Sorry, Peter. Those are good bucks. That's what I'm supposed to say. So you killed for me. Of course. That bars you, doesn't it? I don't know. I mutter, curling into my seat as I look out the window. Get some sleep. We'll talk about it tomorrow, okay? I could only nod, watching the world I once knew be left behind. It was bad enough I was stuck with this lunatic, but now I felt a lack of guilt for what he did and who he did it to. Because I'm psychotic too. I just want to go home. Okay, day 4. This will be where I feel even worse doing this route. Because what happened? I don't know this place. Where am I? What the? I'm tied up? Oh God, you're awake. Oh, good, you're awake. Yes, I know. That's what you should be thinking. I was starting to get worried. You've been out for a while now. Untie me now. Untie me now. Oh, I see the different reaction right there. Sorry, Peter. YB jumps back in surprise, then stares at me wide-eyed for a moment before fiercely fiddling with the knots, trying to free me. I'm sorry, darling. You were tossing and turning in your sleep, and I just thought I wasn't gonna do anything, I promise. Peter, for me in general, I do toss and turn. Just put one of those barrier things, or put me towards the wall. But yeah, you have to have a barrier thing for me. I toss and turn. He finally unbinds me, tossing the rope to the floor. I sit up to scan my surroundings, trying to get my bearings. It doesn't look like some dingy old basement, and I wasn't lying on some damp and mold-infested mattress either. So glass half full, I guess. It wasn't like he locked me up in some kind of dungeon. I'm sorry, Peter. Where am I? You're home. Yep, I can see. I'm definitely at home. My last breath for yep, I'm home. He purrs. YB purrs with satisfaction. Home? This isn't my room at all. No, your new home. It's bigger, cozier, and you don't need to worry about the that loud roommate waking you up in the middle of the night. Oh, Peter, sweet. You never need to cook again, or work or clean. I'll take care of it all for you. You never even need to leave this room. Peter, I'm the one cooking. Let's be real. I'm gonna be the one cooking because I have better cooking skills. Best of all, you never need to pay anything to be here. No rent, no obnoxious old landlords, nothing. You can live however you want here. Aw, Peter, you're so sweet. And I feel bad being mean to him. And you expect me to be grateful, dog? Going him a dog? He's more like a cat. Scratch his head a little bit. He frowns, clearly hurt at my insult. And apparently he purrs and has glowing eyes. So yes, I think he's more of a cat. I like cats. How about I get you a drink? That might help you calm down and settle you into your new surroundings. He nervously makes his way for the door, closing it behind him. Rubbing my sore wrist, I admit this place looked better than my old room. Not enough for me to want to stay, though. Maybe I can find a way out of here. YB rushes back with a glass of water and food and some peanut butter and jelly. Here you go, love. A little hydration to help you feel more calm. I snatched the cold glass from him and downed the whole thing, surprised at just how thirsty I actually was. I placed the glass down, and memory of last night came slowly in my mind. So, you actually killed someone for me? Yes, darling. He replies, showing no guilt or remorse. In fact, there's almost a look of satisfaction in his face as he's reminded of what he did. I mean, to be fair, it's not like a dog. It's like a cat giving putting a gift on your bed. He's more of a cat than a dog. Adorable cat. You're not barred by it all. Oh, so yeah, I'll do it a million times again if I could. I'm never fond of others at all. You, however, are the only exception. Aw. And you're willing to do that? Go that far just for me? He slowly leans forward, looking right into my eyes. Darling, I'm your territory, your slave, your happy ending, or your tragedy. Your happy ending or your tragedy. Your dream or your nightmare. I belong to you. I will achieve whatever it takes to remain at your possession. Aw. Peter. You don't have to do anything. Just kidnap you. It's like, you'd be the romantic route. Honestly, I wouldn't even be able to do this. And if this was in IRL, a feeling that I wasn't sure how to describe comes over me. I never expected to feel nothing in a situation like this. The complete numbness, despite the gravity of all the all was surprising, to say the least. YB could tell that I wasn't wrestling with my thoughts. He stepped back slightly, giving me some room. I know this is all so much to take in. I'm sure you have some time to yourself. I'll let you have some time to yourself. Make yourself at home. I'll get some work. I'll get some work. I got some work to do. But if you like to explore your new home, you're more than welcome to. I'll be in my room if you need anything. With that, he leaves, leaving the door slightly ajar. I hop out of the bed and take a closer look around. No windows, of course. Well, I better make the best of the weird situation. So, we got everything. We're supposed to leave the room. Go into YB's room. I think it's right here. Oh, you're already up and about. Well, yeah, I don't want to be lounging in my room all day. I took a moment to look at the room he was occupying. This room could be a claustrophobic nightmare. Is this your room? Well, yes, I need some place to sleep and do my work. Let's be honest. We cannot be more shared in the room. This is too small. Do you always sleep in here? It's so small. No, but I slept in much tighter places. Your closet was a bit challenging for the first few weeks, but I managed. Aw, Peter. My closet? Okay, that was funny. He paused, as if realizing he just fed me information I wasn't supposed to know. Anyways, I need to get back to the script. It's not gonna edit itself. Oh, so he's editing himself compared to asking Daniel this time. With a nervous chuckle, he sits down on his desk and begins tinkering away at his keyboard and mouse, leaving me haunted with the thoughts of knowing he's been sleeping in my closet for God knows how long. Me is like, you could have slept in my bed. So, are you taking me back anytime soon? It's like, no. YB pauses before giving me a sleepish look. I don't think that's such a good idea right now, darling. I mean, I just committed a murder. It would be the best if I lay low for a while. Touché. So you mean I'm stuck here until the heat dies down? That could be forever. What the heck am I supposed to do in this dump? Darling, please relax. Wait, I do love this face right there. Oh, no, you listen to me. You piece of... I want to go home. I'm sorry, darling, but no. Taken back a little. What the heck is he telling me no? No? I mean, everything you could need is right here. There's nothing for you back there. And you said it yourself. Life has been chaotic. Maybe this is the break you need. Aw. You care, Peter. Did I say that to him? I don't remember that. You technically did in the bark. Or he could hear it. I just don't want to risk being arrested and taken away from you. I mean, I wouldn't be able to properly serve you the way you deserve if I'm in jail. Sure, he did commit a crime, though. He does have a point. So what am I supposed to do here? Why don't you just make yourself comfortable for now? When I'm done with these last few edits, I'll do something nice for you. Maybe a nice dinner, or a board game, or a movie. Okay, movie. That sounds lame as heck. I'll have to think about what else to do. Movie or video games. Whatever you want, darling. He winks at me before returning to his screen. Let's see if there's anything interesting to do around here. So I have to interact with the TV. This is just more like a walkthrough of what I'm supposed to do. At least he has power going into this. Channel 3 News. Resulted in number energies. The organizer of the event stated that in hindsight, it was a terrible idea to host the annual Gunpowder and Dynamite convention next door to the annual candle making festival, and will avoid this next year. That's common sense. In other words, the recent murder of John D. Wait, did he kill John Doe from John Doe? Oh, John Doe is still under investigation. He was found in the freezer of Dad's damn diner yesterday morning. The owner of the diner states that his suspect's a stranger who has been seen lingering around the establishment in recent months, acting suspiciously. Oh, this time it's actually Peter that is the suspect. We have more on this as the program continues. And for now, the letter, Jim? Well, this is surreal, like I'm living in a movie. Stranger acts suspiciously. That can only be YB. Maybe this little honeymoon of his will end sooner than he thinks. Darling, are you alright? YB sinks out of his room, looking sheepishly. You do know they know you killed him, right? I point at the screen as a headline scroll across the screen detailing the murder. YB casually picks up the remote and turns the TV off before sitting himself down next to me. Don't fret, darling. They'll never find us. I promise I was careful. Oh yeah? How did you know for sure? How do you know the cops won't come crashing in here at any moment? Okay, I know. YB gives off a smile, scooting closer to me as he rests his arm along the back end of the sofa. Reaching over, he gently takes my chin into his hand. My love, my dearest, if they come here, they're not leaving. I could put them in the basement? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't, would you? I mean, how could you take an armed law enforcement? Oh. He chuckles a little as his hand caresses up my chin to my cheek, laying in close as he speaks. Darling, what happened at the diner wasn't my first murder. Yeah, I know. And if anyone tries to barge in here, it will not be my last. Something about his tone took me by surprise, the lack of care, worry, or even desperation to put my mind at ease. This wasn't an empty promise. Bull ego or pride was passing his lips. What he was saying was guaranteed. Was a guarantee. Now, let's not worry about all that. If you need, I'll be in my room. I still got some scripting I need to finish before submitting it to my editor. He's very punctual. He takes his leave from the room, heading back to his enclosed workplace. Darn, he's willing to take on the law for me. Interesting. It's something I'm definitely like it to see. I turn the TV on once again after a few moments of silence. I don't care to see anything else about YB's psycho antics. I need to find something else to occupy my time. Okay, I need to interact with the fridge. Darling, are you hungry? I guess. I was just looking around to see if I have to resort to cannibalism. Okay, that's kind of funny. Goodness, there's no need for that. I got a garden outside after all in case food supply gets low. Okay, that's good to know. Would you like me to cook you something? You better make it good. Sorry, I had to say it. I know he's not good at cook, so you better make it good. I huff, closing the fridge door and stepping away. I mean, his cooking is probably better than Silman's from Obey Me and all the girls from Persona 4 combined, but of course only the best. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, you see him cooking. Sitting myself on the table, I watch the man fumble over himself. My watchful gaze must be nerve-wracking as he nervously works over the stove, tipping over seasonings, nearly burning himself multiple times, spilling ingredients, and the occasional ouch hissed under his breath when chopping something. After a while, the smell of something burning lingers on the air, with YB standing in the front of the stove looking absolutely defeated. Peter, get away from the stove. I'm cooking. How about I order something for you instead? What do you even have around here? I mean, there's a little bar a few miles away. And how about a few and how far is a few miles? 84 miles from here. Oh, Peter. I'm cooking now. Seriously? That's all the way in the next town. It's not a problem. I'll figure something out. Forget it. Peter? I'm sorry. Oh my god, his hands are cut. I mumble, getting up from my seat and walking over to him. He cut his fingers while he was cooking, or so mean to him. Okay, I'm teaching him how to cut vegetables. Found that on the internet, sir. The stove and surrounding area is a mess. Several spices are scattered across the counter, bits of chopped food on the floor, and a frying pan with 2 very burnt slices of toast, with cheese sloppily cut into thick chunks barely covering the bread. Obviously, YB's hands, his fingers are covered in cuts, failing to hide them from me. Okay, I'm putting one in the water and I'm disinfecting it for you. What the heck were you trying to make? A deluxe grilled cheese sandwich. Peter, I'm cooking the sandwich for you. I'm cooking now. I examined the cuts he affected upon himself more closely, seeing the pearls of red beating from his hands. Thank God I stopped you. I don't want blood all over my food. Okay, no, for me, I don't want you to cut your fingers. I'm teaching you how to cut, disinfecting your hands, and banning you from cooking because I don't want you to get hurt. His expressions shame as he pulls his hands from me, using his own sleeve to conceal and mop up the blood from his hands. I'm sorry. Whatever. Just go clean yourself up. I'm cleaning his hand, helping him clean his hands. YB looks at the floor in embarrassment. No doubt he was hoping all of this would go out better. It was last time. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm whittling him. He hurriedly makes his way to the bathroom. While he takes care of that, I might as well keep looking around. Okay, now I have to interact with Rat's cage. Oh, I see. You met Rat. Rat? Yep, that's her name. I didn't know what to call her, so I called her Rat. You are what you eat, after all. Okay, that's actually a smart idea, Peter, but what is the worst? That's the most unoriginal thing I've ever heard. Hey, I could name him sure worse. I would name a turtle, turtles after the Ninja Turtle, so I'm not the most original person. Yeah, well, keep in mind that I don't value myself as a creative person. Well, you are a content creator, sir. You shouldn't even be valued at all. And I'm mean. I won't argue that. Can I name it? Can I name it? You want to name Rat? Well, Rat's already named, but why not? Give it a better name at least. Like you did me? What? Did your parents name you Dog or something? I wouldn't put it past them. So what do you want to name her? Rat's new name. I'm looking at the Shikana cup. Shikana. Why? Because. Oh no. Invar. So, why I should not name stuff? He named it after after Rat. I named it after Sun Wukong. A monkey. So he names it after Rat, and I named him after a monkey. There. How about Sun Wukong? Sorry, I look at turning into West and a chicken a cup, so... I'm not here to nitpick whatever name you gave her. She's yours just as much as she is mine. That is hilarious, though. Does that mean I could also have a pet of my own? I don't see why not. Aw, I keep my cat. Good, because I have a list of things that landlord didn't allow pets. List since the landlord didn't allow pets in my apartment. A cat. I stole it from my parents. Well, I'm not your landlord. More like a bottom. I mean, if you like. Okay, fighter. Not now. He smirks as he heads back to his room. Oh, hey, darling. Startled, I whirl around to find him staring dead at me. Guess I have to start getting used to that. What? Well, you seem kind of cooped up and restless, so I was thinking you could use some fresh air. I mean, with the lack of windows, I can imagine you're getting a little stuffy in here. It wouldn't hurt to let you take a little stroll around the house. Anything to get the heck out of that stump. He lets out a nervous laugh as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a very worn-looking key, like it came with the house when it was first built. YB opens the door, gently swinging it open and stepping to the side, reaching out his arm towards the door outdoors. Alrighty, go ahead and look around. Just don't go too far. It's easy to get lost in these woods if you don't know the area. Plus, there's more than one thing that bites out there. He heads back to his room, chirring to me as he reaches his door. Not that there's nothing in there that won't give you a bite too. Ugh, gross. It's like, okay, he just lets go. Instead, we're just leaving. He returns to his bedroom, giving me a wink as he shuts his door. Okay, sport a little. Stepping out, I look around over the thick, dense forest beyond the porch. God, we really are out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't take YB for a nature person. I take a few steps forward and turn my head back towards the house. I have to admit, from the outside it looks pretty cozy. You never guessed that the resident was such a creep. Makes me wonder what secrets this place has. Well, I remembered this junk on wheels. The house looks a lot less inviting than this scrap heap parked outside. There's a dingy-looking shed in the back of the house. I surrender. I shudder to think about keeping it there. I can't resist taking a peek. Of course, this place wouldn't get any more eerie. Well, I made it this far. Check his little shack of horrors. The rotten wood stairs creak underneath my weight as I descend. Oh boy, this freak is just full of surprises. I turn the knob and find myself in a plain, drab bedroom. What the heck? Well, it would be unremarkable if it wasn't for the Madman's College poster all over the wall in front of me. Holy cow. More intimate and precision photos of me were everywhere. Where I work, where I shop, and who I talk to, all over this wall. That's creep. Who the heck is he to evade my privacy like this? Okay, which side do I... Looks like a journal. My therapist suggests I keep a journal and write to it whatever anxiety attacks come along. Writing along helps me feel grounded, putting my thoughts on paper. Not sure how it will help with trembling hands, but I guess that's where breathing exercise come in. The entry seems to be from a couple of days ago. Okay, the shakes are kicking in, all because we're going to be meeting face to face for the first time. Deep breaths in and out. Maybe make myself some tea after this. Tea sounds lovely. If things don't work out, it's not the end of the world. I can just move on. At least I hope I can. There's a great deal of pages that were pulled out. Everything else is blank. Okay, just cut. How do I get out? Very worn down, not even. How could he have been sleeping in this thing? I'll take a seat in the bed, overwhelmed by the image of myself passing over the walls. Darling, can I come in? You better. I'm gonna give him that freak a piece of my mind. After a short pause, he opens the door, nervously, shuffling into the room. He takes a look at my face, then the shrine plastered on the walls, and then back to me. So, what do you think? Why would you take a wild guess? My face begins to feel warm. My fury starts to build. I wasn't joking when I said I would do anything for you. You're the very meaning of my existence. You are the reason I even get up at the morning. Life without you isn't life at all. I tried so many times to fill a gaping void in my pathetic life with something else, anything else, but nothing ever filled me. His spiel is what riling me up. I can't listen to this crap again. I just want him to shut up and go away. You say you love me, right? Of course. Liar. What? I'm not lying. I can prove it to you. Ask me anything. I'll do it. Anything? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Anything. The gears in my head began to turn. So many possibilities unfolded before me. Most of them involve him finally getting to suffer. The priors in your little tool room. Go get them. Oh my god. Oh my no, I don't want to do this to him. YB doesn't hesitate as he hurries out of the room and just as quickly makes his way back. Here we are. No, those are for you. YB makes a puzzled expression as he glances between myself and the pliers in his hands. Okay, what do you want me to do with them? Prove you love me. What? YB stands there dumbly for a moment as a grim realization settles in. Sorry, Peter. I am sorry. Anything for you, my love. He opens his mouth wide. Oh god, he's really gonna... Don't do it, Peter. Don't! Taking the pliers, he latches them onto one of his jaw teeth, and then... No. More? YB speaks in such a weak tone, his hands trembling, and tears run in his eyes as he looks at me with approval. More? I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. There's a little hesitation and the pathetic worm braces himself. He brings the pliers back to his mouth, placing the tools around another tooth. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. The overwhelmed pain nearly makes him drop to the floor, barely managing to keep him floating as he places the discard tooth into his hands. I'm actually crying right now, seeing him cry. Again. I wanted to see the butthole hurt himself more. Maybe bleed out. But, can I play? My rage boils inside, and I snarl at him. Shut up. You've been taking photos of me, you dirty pervert. Making you toothless is fair enough for me. Besides, you've done it to yourself. You're my property. I want my property to bleed like Emily is. No, I'm sorry, Peter. Yes, you're right. I know I'm right again. No, Peter, no. Lightbeat ready himself, laying up against the chest of drawers, as though it would somehow keep him up straight. He claps the pliers onto another tooth and tries to calm his breathing, as blood pools and drips from his mouth, tears streaming down his bloodied face. It was pathetic. Out. One that he deserved to be. He studied breathing, soon collapsed into panic as he pulls another tooth out. The tense, progressive pain between each reflecting distraction becomes too much as he collapses on the floor, crying. So fitting. I'm going to bed. I'll figure out what else to do with you in the morning. He tries to speak, coughing up blood that he accidentally inhaled between his straggling breaths. I scoff past him, giving a poor excuse of the man a kick as I make my way out this disgusting bedroom of his. I flop to my bed, replaying today's events. I don't feel a hint of remorse or regret. The sick butthole is coming. Had it coming. I close my eyes darkly, dreaming of Lightbeat's future suffering in my hands. That's enough. That's enough. I yanked the pliers from Lightbeat. I could throw up watching the gruesome scene in front of me. For Christ's sake, I meant for you to crush your hand or something, like less extreme. YB is ashamed at first, looking down at his tooth, and then at me as he tries to wipe the blood away. I'm sorry, you told me to prove that I love you. Yeah, but not like that. He stands there for a rare awkward pose, not knowing what to do with himself or the tooth in his hand. YB knows the best. Does his best to make it appear that he's not in agony, fake a smile that causes more blood to seep out from the corner of his mouth. I'm fine, love. It wasn't that bad. I roll my eyes at him. He's such a bad liar. Don't lie to me. Now grab some napkins and clean yourself up. He bathes, picking up the box and resting himself up the bed, then barely fits his tall body. God, you're pathetic. I know. YB rubs his cheek a little. I give the room another scan, taking his little stalker shine. You really are crazy. Well, what was your first clue? To be fair, I didn't realize I was going to be doing this route, and yeah. He managed to joke through the pain, a stiff chuckle, lasting only briefly. I sigh, but it's hard to suppress the smirk that crept from the corner of my mouth. You're such an idiot. A very adorable idiot. I'm sorry that I did this to you. I can see him try to smile while nursing his mouth. At least, I'm your idiot. No, I mean you're idiot for all the trouble you caused me, and you dare say you did it all for me. You're my idiot, by the way. You wouldn't dream of it. What do you mean? I did it for me too. For both of us, actually. You don't act like you've done me favors. I never said I want anyone dead. Come on, darling. Someone who would treat someone like you like dirt doesn't deserve to breathe the same air as you. Anyone who truly loves someone would defend them when they're disrespected like that. To be fair, there might be some people I would turn a blind eye if he killed. Be it fair. He leans closer, looking glazed as his blood drips from the corner of his mouth, and his eyes narrow like snakes like slits. I mean, You do it too if you could, wouldn't you? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. I mean... Through the pain, he smirks at me, trying to strain the moral high ground. Despite a few faces immediately coming to the forefront of my mind, his hand trails up my back, his touch electrifying. Come on. Everyone has a list of people that they think would be better off without. Yeah, sorry. There are some people. There's like one. Yeah, don't give me asthma attack and then be rude about it. Actually, I had a manager that literally belittled me for having an asthma attack. So yeah, that's a list. Turn a blind eye if you ever did that. It was an IRL. Yeah, but I don't know if I could actually be the one to do it. It's not one thing for someone to do it for me, but to do it myself seems like it would be hard. You'll be surprised, it's pretty easy, especially after you've done it once. After that, it becomes intoxicating. Seeing someone cower before you, begging for their lives, completely at your mercy, all while you hold the ultimate power over them. His smile widens. Imagine doing it whenever you want towards those who you hate, getting away with it, having no enemies because they're dead, and you're by your hands. Now, if it wasn't from a death note, yes. I'll be the light you got me. Why can't you be awful to people who are awful to you with pure impunity? Why do they get to keep hitting you, fully knowing that you can't hit them back? I mean, I guess that's the ultimate fantasy, right? Maybe not the ultimate fantasy, but personally my fantasies include something else. Why be purrs and glaze over my shoulder at him? Despite the pain, the smug pervert smirks as he begins rubbing my back tenderly. His touch catching me off guard, caused me to lean up from the bed. I'm tired. Oh, okay. You want me to tuck you in? I want you to heal up and not treat me like a baby. I cross my arms at him as the bloody mess pulls around my feet. I'm heading back to the house. Why don't you stay in your little creep shine for the night? You mean my happy place? Don't get smart with me. Sorry. Get some rest, okay? I'll be back in the morning. With that, I leave his messed up temple, a mix of confusion and worry brews within me. I hop into my bed, reflecting on the day. He truly desperate, so willing to even hurt himself in such a horrific way for me. I knew this wasn't right, but what he said keeps running through my head. The thought of doing whatever I want to whoever dared wrong me and face no consequences. I mean, he's willing to hurt himself and others for me. Surely he'll take the fall for me too. Man, I am mean. And that was the teeth route. If you like my content, please subscribe like the video. Please subscribe, like the video if you haven't already. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.